Welcome to Amazing Trails Yoga Starter Series 21, Day 3. We are at Kaaterskills Falls, high in the Catskill Mountains at North-South Lake. And today we will be focusing on Surya Namaskar A, which is a nice vinyasa flow. And the Catskill Mountains is home to Rip Van Winkle. He was that man that went into the woods one day and took a nap and slept for 21 years, which is not 21 days like the series, but it kind of goes a little hand in hand. So that's really a lot of fun. He was married and had 2 kids, and his wife was always complaining because he was idle and wasting his time. And so he went up into the woods and he took a nap and wasted 21 years. So we'll talk a little bit about being idle. I know with doing Starter Series 21, we are far from idle. So we will start with pranayama, the breath of life. Come to a nice seated position, sukhasana, easy pose, a cross-legged position. Your palms on your knees. And we will take a nice inhale, leaning forward. And exhale, leaning back, rounding our shoulders. So we'll inhale, coming up and forward, exhale, back. Inhale, coming up and forward, exhale, back. We will inhale, coming around, coming all the way around, exhale, back. Inhale around in the front, exhale, back. Inhale around in the front, exhale back. Coming to easy pose, we'll take a nice deep breath on your own. And exhale. Leaning your right ear to your right shoulder. We'll make some nice head rolls on your own breath. Inhaling and exhaling. I close my eyes because I'm just so relaxed. Plus the sun is in my eyes when I look up. And looking straight ahead. We'll inhale, coming forward, opening up our chest. Exhale, back. Inhale forward, opening up our chest. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. We'll inhale, rounding to the left, coming around in the front. Exhale on the way back, making nice hip circles. Inhaling, coming forward. Exhaling back. Inhaling, coming forward, exhaling back. Coming to nice easy pose, take a nice deep breath on your own, and exhale. Lean your left ear to your left shoulder on your own breath, going the other direction to the right now. We're making nice head circles. However big you want to make the circles, whatever's comfortable for you. Very nice. And coming to a nice easy pose. Another deep breath. And exhale. We'll make our way into tabletop. So you're spreading your fingers, placing your palms on the mat to either end of your mat, your sticky mat. Your wrists are right under your elbows, under your shoulders. Your knees are about hip width distance apart, directly under your hips, nice straight back. If you look through your thighs, you shouldn't be able to see your feet. And we'll take some nice cat-cows, which is what we were doing with pranayama. Curling your toes under, we'll inhale up. And exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up, our toes are curled. Exhale down, our feet are flat to the mat. Coming to a nice straight back. You will take your right foot and go to the ball of your foot, and we're stretching out the Achilles tendon. Back and forth a little bit. Very nice. Lifting your leg and bending it. We're going to make little hip circles coming in one direction around. Opening up our hips. Good. And then when we do 3, we'll go the other direction. Opening up our hips. When we come to the bottom of that, you may straighten your right leg and extend your left arm. We did this on day 2, our first balance. Now we'll do a little cat-cow with this. So draw in your right knee and connect to your left elbow and back. So we'll do a little cat-cow and back. And this is like the cat with the arching of the back. And inhale up for cow. And dropping your left hand to the mat and your right knee. We'll extend our left knee to the ball of our foot. And just go back and forth a little bit, stretching out the Achilles tendon, getting ready for today's practice. Should feel pretty nice. And we'll extend our leg, bending at the knee. We'll make nice little hip circles, drawing around with our left knee. And then in reverse, opening up our hips. We will extend our left leg and inhale your right hand up, your right arm up. And exhale your knee to your elbow. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, knee to elbow. Place your right hand back on the mat and your knee to the mat. And we're curling our toes under. Inhaling our knees up, hovering for a second, and we're straightening our legs, coming into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath. And we walk our way slowly to the mat. We are coming into Uttanasana, forward fold. You may bend your legs, that's totally fine at the knees. I don't expect you to be all the way down. With bent legs, you could take your 2 fingers. We're coming into yogi toe lock. So wrap them around your big toes and have your elbows come out to the side, and you can maybe drop your head. Again, on bent legs, this is fine. You could slowly, if you're really bent, slowly straighten them a tiny bit, whatever works for you. And letting go of our big toes, we're slowly coming up, making your way up. Don't be afraid to touch yourself, pulling all this goodness up one vertebrae at a time so that our head is the last to come up. And here we are in Tadasana. And I will start facing you, and then I'll turn so you can get different perspectives. This is Surya Namaskar A. Actually, I'll face this way because our leg goes back and I want you to be able to see everything. So we are in tall mountain. Our palms are facing forward. Our fingers are spread. We inhale our palms up toward each other. And exhale, we swan dive over, hinging at the hips and coming forward into Uttanasana. Now you may use your blocks to bring the ground closer to you. We are inhaling your right leg back. Okay, no harm in using blocks to bring the blocks closer to you. I don't really need them, but they're always very good to use. We exhale back into downward facing dog. Now it gets a little tricky. We inhale into plank, high push-up position, and we exhale to an 8-point pose, knees, chest, and chin. And 8-point, we have 2 feet, 2 knees, 2 hands, our chest and our chin. 2, 4, 6, 8, that adds up. And then we inhale coming up, and exhale, we're bringing our seat to our heels and up into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And we take a couple breaths. And this is Surya Namaskar A, which is Sun Salutation, the ultimate asanas, the ultimate, because it works just so many parts of your body. There are very many different variations of this, which you will see. Now we are going to inhale our right leg. We're looking between our palms, and we inhale our right leg between our palms. Again, this is kind of difficult, so you might want to bring it up to help you up that way. And then you exhale your left foot up to meet it, forward fold. A lot of steps, you'll get used to it. We're hinging at the hips, inhaling up into Utthita Tadasana, and exhaling into prayer. And in prayer, our hands are at heart center. We might want to make an intention for the day. Maybe think of all the people who have too much time on their hands, who might be idle, not know what to do with it. And we're giving them some love and energy, making our own personal intention for the day to whoever may need it in our lives or outside of our lives. And back into Tadasana. We inhale our arms up, our palms facing each other. Exhale, hinging at the hips and coming down into forward fold Uttanasana. Now we inhale our left foot back. Again, you could use your blocks if this is too much of a stretch. Exhale your right foot back to meet a downward dog. Inhale, coming into plank, high push-up position. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, coming up, and exhale, seat to heels, downward dog. And there are so many, very many benefits of Surya Namaskar A, Surya Namaskar B, all the sun salutations. It increases your metabolism, lowers your blood level sugar, or your blood sugar levels. It regulates girls with their menstrual cycle, battles insomnia, helps memory retention and focus. Very good for circulation, balance. Strengthens your back. And with this, we're going to look forward between our hands and inhale our left foot up between our hands. Again, you can help your left foot up. It's not that easy to get it right between your hands. And exhale your right foot up to meet it, forward fold. Hinging at the hips, coming up. Inhaling up to Utthita Tadasana, tall mountain. Exhale into prayer and Tadasana. We'll do another round. Inhale our arms up, this time our fingertips touching. Exhale, bending over, flat back, and down to forward fold Uttanasana. With your hands on the blocks or on the mat, inhale your right leg back. Exhale your left foot back to meet it, downward facing dog. Inhale, coming into plank, high push-up position. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, coming up. And exhale over Seat to heels, downward dog. Take a nice breath in downward dog. Now we're going to inhale our right foot up between our hands. Again, you can inhale on your own or walk it up, bring it up with your hand. And exhale your left foot up to meet it, forward fold. Inhale, coming up, our fingertips touching, tall mountain. Exhale, prayer and Tadasana. Inhale our arms up, fingertips touching. Exhale, swan dive over, forward fold. Inhale your left foot back. Exhale your right foot back to meet it, downward dog. Inhale, coming into plank, high plank, tall push-up position. Exhale, dropping knees, chest, chin to the mat. Inhale, coming up. And exhale over, seat to heels, downward dog. Take a nice deep breath in downward dog. Looking between our hands, we will inhale our left foot up between our hands. Again, you can help move it up. Exhale your right foot up to meet it, downward dog. Not downward dog. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhaling up to tall mountain, fingertips touching, and down in prayer. Very nice, and we'll do just part of one more. Going to inhale our arms up. This time our palms are touching. Exhale, swan dive over, forward fold. We're inhaling our right foot back. And exhale your left foot back to meet it, downward dog. Inhale forward into plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, coming up. We're coming up into Sphinx pose that we've been working on. Sphinx pose, you're on your forearms, your fingertips might be touching, your fingers are spread. And we're doing a little bit of ab work. So in this position, we're curling our toes under and lifting up our hips. And this is a lower plank, a forearm plank. You could feel it on your abs almost immediately. Take a nice inhale and exhale. Another inhale and exhale. Dropping your hips to the mat. We're bringing our hands back under our shoulders and lifting up into baby cobra. I like to call it baby bear cobra, where you could pick both hands up off the mat, and I'll come to face you maybe this way. Both hands up off the mat, so that maybe you could fit a piece of paper under. And then come back into the cobra position. Drop your hands to the mat. We're back on our forearms. Tucking our feet. We're lifting up our knees and our hips from the mat. And we drop our right knee. Touch your right knee and your left knee. Alternate left and right to the mat. More ab work. When we do this, it's a little bit of a distraction. Makes you not think of the work that we're actually doing to our abs. Okay, on the last set, 1, 2, drop your hips to the mat, bring your hands back under your shoulders, and we're coming into mama bear pose, mama bear cobra, where our arms are still bent. We're lifting up, doing a back bend. This counteracts what we do to our abs. And coming down, bring your forearms to the mat, curl your toes under, lift up your hips, and breathe. All these days we're strengthening, we're getting stronger, building our endurance, building our flexibility. Certainly not idle. And slowly dropping your hips back to the mat, uncurling your toes. We will bring our hands back under our shoulders, and we're lifting up into Papa Bear pose, Papa Bear Cobra, full Cobra. Maybe you could straighten your arms. If not, that's okay if they're bent. Straightening your arms. Maybe move our hips back and forth a bit. Ease into the pose, should feel pretty nice. And slowly coming back down where our forearms are to the mat. We curl our toes under, lift our knees and our hips, and we alternate knee taps back and forth. Kind of fun, like being a little kid, something new. Very nice. The last set. Drop your hips to the mat, uncurl your toes under, bring your hands under your shoulders. We're coming up into the full Cobra, Papa Bear Cobra. Bringing our hips up, bringing our seat back to our heels. We're coming into Child Pose, Balasana. Very nice. From Child Pose, bring your hands back and tap the nape of your neck so your elbows and upper arms are still on the mat, flat on the mat. Your seat is to your heels, giving your arms a little bit of a stretch. We worked them today with the cobras. And straightening your arms. You're curling your toes under, lifting your hips a bit, coming into downward facing dog. Slowly walking our feet back up to our hands. We'll do another Surya Namaskar A. So we are in the forward fold. Hinging at the hips, we're swan diving our hands up. Our palms will touch and coming into prayer. Bringing our hands down to Tadasana. We're inhaling up, palms touching, hinging at the hips. Exhale forward into forward fold. Inhale your left foot back. Exhale your right foot back to meet it. Downward dog. Inhale, coming into plank. You'll be doing this in your sleep. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, over, flip over your toes, seat to heels, downward dog. Take a nice breath. Looking between your hands, we're going to inhale our left foot up between our hands. Again, help it up if the need be. Exhale your right foot up to meet it, forward fold. From forward fold, have your blocks handy, maybe just one block. And take your left hand to a block, and you're inhaling your right arm up. This is a nice twist, a spinal twist. If you don't need the blocks, very well. And exhale down. Your right hand to the mat or the block. You inhale your left arm up, following with your gaze. Exhaling down, very nice. Now we could bend our knees. We're coming into a seated position. And I'll tell you what, I am taking a break. This is lake water. My mat, it's black. I didn't realize it's so hot. It might be a little slippery, but for our next poses, it's gonna burn me. So I'm just putting a little water on it to cool it off. Don't mind me. We wanted to get to this part of the lake. We kayaked here from where we were hiking, and I didn't realize that this was so hot. So we are slowly rolling back onto our backs, and our knees are up, our feet are flat on the mat. Okay, so we extend your right leg up and bend it, and cross your right leg over your left knee. This looks like a figure four, should be a figure four position. Now you inhale your knee closer towards you. And this is resting reclined pigeon. You could take your right elbow and push your right knee out a little bit. And breathe. Reclined pigeon. Nice hip stretch. And you may drop your left foot to the mat and your right foot comes to meet it with your knees pointed up. Extend your left foot up and cross it over your right. This is like a figure four position. Draw your knees into you. And you could hold on to your knee and breathe. Reclined pigeon. And slowly drop your right foot to the mat and your left foot comes to meet it. Your knees are pointed up. You could extend both arms to the side, palms on the bottom, and just take your feet and heel toe them out to either side of the mat. Just windshield wiper your knees back and forth a bit. We opened up the hips, giving them some breath. When your knees come back up, straighten one leg at a time to the corners of your mat. Let your feet splay open. Bring your arms down to your sides with your palms faced up, and we're getting into Shavasana, corpse pose, resting pose. Breathing into every part of our body and exhale. Begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, bring some life back into your body. Maybe make little circles with your ankles, circles with your wrists. Draw one knee up at a time toward your chest. Wrap your arms around your legs. Give yourself a nice little squeeze. And rolling to either direction, either side. And we're slowly making our way up into Sukhasana, easy pose. Cross-legged position. Taking this all in. Thank you so very much for joining me at Starter Series 21, Day 3. I'm glad you are using your time wisely, making a better life for yourself. You will see that this is life-changing. And thank you for seeing me at in the Catskill Mountains. What a beautiful area. Also, please subscribe to my channel so we can communicate. I can help serve you. You could let me know what you need or what you like and how to spend our time together. Namaste.